airplane tomorrow, and I've never flown in an airplane before.
Don't worry, I've been flying in airplanes for years, and believe me, there is nothing to be nervous about.
Okay, so I've never flown. I've never flown. Okay. So any questions? Is everything clear? Yes. All right. So as you can see, we will be practicing present perfect with the past meaning and present perfect progressive. Okay, so you have a couple of minutes to study the model.
I'm nervous. Why? I'm going.
Why?
I'm going to fly in an airplane tomorrow, and I have never flown in an airplane before.
Don't worry. I have been flying in airplanes for years, and believe me, there is nothing to be nervous about. I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm going to fly in an airplane tomorrow, and I have never flown in an airplane before.
Don't worry. I have been flying in an airplanes for years, and believe me, there is nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah, nervous.
Nervous.
Okay, good. Once again, Andrei S. and Alexander.
I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm going to fly in an airplane.
Elvira?
Don't worry.
Это не волнуйся. Это не волнуйся, это указание, да? Это повелительное наклонение. Don't worry. Yes. Там не о чем волноваться.
There is nothing to worry.
There is nothing what? Be nervous.
There is nothing to be nervous.
There is nothing to
be nervous
about.
About flying in an airplane.
No, there is nothing to be nervous about. Repeat.
There is nothing to be nervous about.
Yes. Okay, so one more time. Marina and Alexander O.
I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm going to fly in an airplane tomorrow, and I never flown in an airplane before.
Don't worry, I've been flying in airplanes for years, and believe me, there is nothing to be nervous about. I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm going to fly in an airplane tomorrow, and I've never flown in an airplane before.
Don't worry, I've been flying in airplanes for years, and believe me, there's nothing to be nervous about.
Okay, good. So now pull out papers 14-1. You have other different scenarios, other different options and situations. So we did number 1, and we're going to do the rest in breakout rooms. But before we go, let's practice number 2. The same model. I'm nervous. Почему? Простая форма.
I'm going to drive downtown tomorrow, and I have never driven in in downtown before.
I've never driven downtown before. Okay, yeah. So when you're done with the first part, yes. So first time you're done, right? Pause, and correct each other. Okay. Just take a pause and tell. Okay, so that was wrong. That was wrong. Okay. Good. And you can use Russian, okay? So я собираюсь поехать. Я никогда не ездил, okay? Я езжу годами, okay? To help. All right? Good. Move on.
I mean, it's action or non-action verb.
Ну, ты же покупаешь, значит, action.
Buying, да. Action word, я думаю.
Okay, I will check this one.
Там, по-моему, нет, там, по-моему,
you-
только believe, потом там что, какие non-action. Believe,
You
have.
guys can continue and I will tell you then. I will just find this paperwork.
Давайте я дальше. I am nervous. Елена, давай с тобой. I am nervous.
Я с тобой? Why?
Да. Why? I'm going to do a chemistry experiment. But I have never done a chemistry experiment before.
Don't worry. I've been doing an chemistry experiment for years. Believe me, it's nothing to be nervous about. I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm going to do a что такое chemistry experiment tomorrow?
Эксперимент по химии.
Да, okay. I've never done.
So, how was it? Good. Okay, now let's practice more. Андрей S.
Yep.
Я продаю машины годами.
I have been selling for the cars for the years. I have been selling for the cars for the years.
And one more time.
I have been selling cars for the years.
For years. You don't need an article. For years, yes. For years meaning for a long time, okay? Eugen. Я беру уроки карате долгие годы.
I've been taking karate lessons 4 years.
Yeah, we say it karate.
Karate.
Yeah, karate. Okay, Sergey, я сдаю кровь годами.
I have been giving blood for years.
Марина, я прошу о повышении зарплаты годами.
I've been asking for a raise for years.
Владимир, я говорю на собраниях годами. Unmute.
I have been speaking at a meeting for years.
Alexander, я покупаю бэушные машины годами.
I have been buying used cars for years.
Дарья, я бегаю в марафонах годами уже.
I have been running in the marathon for years.
In marathons for
In
years.
marathons for years.
Anna, я пою перед аудиторией годами.
I have been singing in front of an auditorium for years.
Audience.
For years.
Эльвира, я езжу в даунтаун годами. Эльвира.
Yeah. That's a bit. I've been driving downtown for years.
Александр V. Я подаю заявление на работу годами.
Так, заявление. I have been apply no, I have been applying to the I have been applying for a job for years.
Okay, I've been applying.
I
Okay.
have applying,
Yeah.
yes.
Alexander O. Я ответственен за проект на протяжении лет.
I've been in charge of the project for years.
Okay. So, Наташа. Я хожу на интервью по работе годами.
I have been going to a job interview for years.
Светлана. Я летаю на самолетах годами.
I have been flying in an airplane for years.
Regina. Я прошу о повышении зарплаты годами.
I have asking for a raise for years.
Something is missing.
I have been asking for a raise for years.
Good. Лилия. Я делаю химические эксперименты годами.
I've been doing a chemistry experiments for years.
CH gives us K sound one more time.
Chemistry experiments.
Chemistry
Experiments for years.
Okay. Денис. Я сдаю кровь годами.
Been given blood for years.
Надежда. Я продаю машины годами.
I have been selling a car for years.
Cars for years, right?
Cars.
Okay, yeah. Света. Я пою перед аудиторией годами.
I've been singing in front of an audience for years.
Элина. Я хожу на свидания годами.
I have been going out on a date for years.
For years. Yeah, not e. Not years. Years.
Years.
Е. И краткое. Years. Okay. All right. So, Марина, я никогда не ездила в даунтаун.
I've never driven downtown.
Regina, я никогда не брала уроки карате.
I have never taken a karate classes in my life. I don't know.
Okay, karate.
Karate.
Yes. Света, я никогда не делала эксперименты по химии.
I've never done a chemistry experiments before.
Yeah. Надежда, я никогда не была ответственна за проекты.
I have never been in a charge of the project
Okay.
before.
Right. Наташа, я никогда не сдавала кровь.
I've never given blood before.
Светлана, я никогда не покупала бэушные машины.
I have never bought a used car.
Yes. Денис, я никогда не говорил на собраниях.
I've never spoken on the meeting at the meeting.
Энна, я никогда не продавала дома.
I have never sells houses.
Третья форма.
I have never sells. I have never sold houses.
Эльвира, я никогда не видела этого.
I've never seen this.
Alexander V. Я никогда не пел перед аудиторией.
I've never sung, song. I've never sung in front of an auditory.
Audience.
Audience, sorry.
Audience. Yeah. So, song — это
Sing,
песня.
sing, song, sorry.
Sing, sang, song.
Sing, sang, song.
Song.
I've never sung in front of an audience.
Yes. Лилия, я никогда не просила о повышении зарплаты.
I've never asked. Ой, ну да, asked for a raise before.
Еще раз.
I've never asked for a raise before.
Дарья, я никогда не ходила на интервью по работе.
I have never gone to the job interview before.
Я, Александр, никогда не подавал заявление на работу.
I have never applied for a job before.
Yeah. Alexander O. Я никогда не летал на самолетах.
I've never flown in airplanes before.
Yeah. Vladimir, я никогда не плавал в океане.
I've never swam in ocean. In the ocean.
Right. Sergey, я никогда не думал об этом.
I never thought about it.
Eugene, я никогда не писал ей.
I've never written to her before.
Андрей С. Я никогда не читал этого.
I have never read it.
Okay, good. All right. Any questions? No? Okay, any questions about your homework? Natasha?
Yes, I have one question. 13:11. Fourth sentence. In the lesson, we have form. Matt and Sarah have been having some difficulties in their relationship lately.
Yeah.
Why have been having?
Yeah, because difficulty is not, it could be some activity, right? So having difficulty is about describing some activity, maybe arguments, maybe, some problems with something, yes, and it requires active attention, right? So with problems, difficulties, similar to kind of problems with health, we can use progressive too, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right, so anything else? Any other questions? No? Okay, good. So let's move on. Okay, so let's take a look at examples of a past tense. Let me share my screen. So past tense examples. Let's read the example and the explanation. So number one, Natasha.
I spoke to him 2 days ago. Simple past, specific time.
Yeah. So you see, we have to provide some context to justify the use of a specific tense, right? So here we use simple past and why. So we have some context here. Yes, 2 days ago, which is your specific time. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Number two, Sveta.
I've spoken to him recently. It's present perfect, fact in the past.
So which present perfect is this?
I have spoken.
Yeah, which one? 1, 2, 3.
Present perfect, 2.
Repetition.
You mean this? It's first.
Yeah, why?
Because we have recently.
Yeah, recently is your context. Yes, the time word. Yeah, and so it's just a fact, no specific time. Number 3, Marina.
While was speaking to him, I was enjoying his good English. Past progressive, 2 or more actions at the same time.
Yeah. So the choice of the past tense form, yeah, is dictated by what you want to say, right? So in this case, we have 2 or more actions at the same time in the past. Yeah, that's why we use past progressive. Okay, also remember we can use past progressive to contrast the longer and the shorter actions, right, in the past. Okay, in one sentence. So number 4, let's read number 4. Vladimir.
I used to speak to him a lot when I worked at night. Now I work a day shift and I don't see him very much. Happened before a lot, not anymore.
Okay, so now tonight we have a new past tense structure. Okay, it's used to. And here is the example of the usage of this structure. Yes, so you see the startling difference between what was normal in the past and how it changed and what's going on now, right? So there is a difference. So it happened before a lot and doesn't happen anymore, right? So I used to speak to him a lot when I worked at night. Now I work a day shift and I don't see him very much. It means I don't speak to him a lot, right? Okay, so when we want to show the difference between regular activity or state of being in the past to what is current, what is going on now, we use this structure, used to. Okay, got it? So again, used to, it's when we talk about something that happened many, many times in the past and doesn't happen anymore, or there was a change. Okay, so it happened one way, now it happens different way. So we can also use used to. Okay, when there is a dramatic change of something from the past to now. Okay, so, and again, it doesn't have to be an action. It could be a stative verb. Yes, for example, he used to be my best friend, but then they immigrated, right? Okay, so there is a change of the state of being or condition, right? So again, so we don't have to use just action verbs. It could be any verb. Okay, you just show the contrast between the past activities or state of being and present. Okay, so let's provide explanation here. So number 5, Regina.
I used to drive a lot, but now I ride a bicycle. Happened before, but not anymore.
Or there is a change of the means of transportation, right?
Yeah.
The method of getting somewhere, right? Okay. Yes. So this part talks about what was regular in the past. And this one, typically we use a but for the transition to something different. Yes. So our conjunction but gives us this transition to something different. Okay. So it shows the opposite thing, right? Contrast. But now I ride a bicycle. So there is a change of the means of transportation. Yeah. So it used to be a car. Now it's a bicycle, right? Okay. Number 6. Daria.
I drove for 5 hours yesterday.
What's the tense?
Past.
Say it again.
Past tense. Past tense.
Which past? Continuous, simple.
Past simple.
Okay. Have
Simple
a
past.
specific time? Do we have specific time?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Specific time.
Okay. It's okay. Good. And it's a finished action. Yeah. Okay. So number 7, Svetlana.
I have driven a lot of cars. Present perfect means past.
With past meaning. Okay. And which present perfect is that?
Repetitions too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yep. Of cars would be the different instances. Yeah. So which kind of tells us about the repetition. Regina, any comments?
Can I ask you, please, как сказать привыкаю? Like, сейчас это делаю.
I understand. Yeah, we are not talking about this yet. Okay, we will pretty soon. Maybe next class, maybe a class after the next one. Okay.
They only about past, right?
It's only about the past regular activities, used to. Okay. All right. Yeah. We will talk about what you wanted. Okay, but just a little bit later. Okay, next week. Okay. Good. Number 8. Nadezhda.
When I was driving, Jim called me.
Что такое driving?
Driving. I was driving.
Много людей вот до сих пор с этим борются.
I was driving, Jim called me.
Yeah. Смотрите, как мы образуем прогрессивную форму? Это очень легко. Всегда вы берете, произносите простую форму и добавляете ing. И все. Drive, driving. Yeah. Work, working. Fly, flying. Ничего сложного. Это прогрессивная форма. Okay, so now which tense is this, Надежда?
Past simple.
Where past simple?
Jim called me.
Okay, past simple. How about this one?
Past progressive.
Past progressive, yes, yes. Okay, yeah. So past progressive, yeah. So what do we have? Why is it past simple and past progressive? What's the contrast? What are we talking? Yeah, I understand. Why? Why this choice of tenses? For what reason? What are we trying to say here? If someone wants to help, yeah, please raise your hand. Nadezhda agreed. Okay, Regina?
While I was driving, Jim called me. So it happened in the same time, like something like that. Can we explain it?
Yeah, there is an intersection of actions, yes. Okay, something happened on the same time. Okay, but that's not the main point, Sveta.
Maybe the first part it's long action, the second part is short action, and short action interrupts the first action.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why we have two different tenses to describe past activities, right? Okay, one, how to describe that? Yes, what else can we use in English? Only different tenses to describe something that was a process and something that was a short action interrupting the process. Okay, good. So again, we have, different tenses, different structures. They are like tools that you use to do some kind of job. Yes. So you want to express some idea, so you have different tools. So you need to pick the right tool to express your idea, so it would be crystal clear to the listener. Okay. Okay. Any comments, any questions here? No? Okay, so now let's, yeah, you got this paper. Yes, 14.4, you got these papers before the class. I hope you read them. I hope. If not, well, we had a brief explanation of it. Yes. So basically, as always, we look at the formula, the structure here. Yes, of course, subject comes first, then used to. So the whole purpose of this structure is to express only past activities. We don't use this structure in any other tenses but past. Okay, so it's only for the past tense. Now, after this structure in the past tense, we use a simple form or base form or infinitive of the verb, of the main verb. Yes, and here is the example. I used to ride a bicycle. Okay, so used to is always in the past. Okay, and your main verb comes, it is something like a modal verb kind of idea. Yes, okay. So it's something that modifies your main verb. Okay, so your main verb is ride. Can you say I rode a bicycle? Yes, you can, but I don't know whether it happened just once or it was for long period of time. It's hard to say. Okay, now if you use used to, it already just in structure itself, there is a provision for this idea of something that happened many times within the long period of time in the past. Okay, so the whole phrase used to gives you this idea. It happened many times in the past. Okay, and another idea here is, and it changed. Now it's different. So I used to ride a bicycle means I don't do it anymore. Okay, or maybe I do something different. Yes, I drive a car. Okay, so it has this idea. Something happened many times in the past and doesn't happen anymore. Okay, so there is some kind of change. Okay, and all of this is in this one structure. I used to. Now, can you ask a question with this? Yes, of course. And you would use did as your helping verb, right? Because it's always for about the past. Okay. Did you used to drive or did you used to ride a bicycle? Okay. So did you use, and of course it comes in the simple form when you ask a question. Yeah. The same with the negative. I
Игорь завис?
Да, наверное, я просто подумала, что это у меня только.
Ага, отвисла. Все хорошо.
Yeah, okay. I didn't use to ride a bicycle. It means that it didn't happen in the past, but now it does. Okay, I ride a bicycle. Okay, good.
Sorry, repeat please, because bad connection. We have bad connection.
Мы вас не слышали секунд 15.
Okay. So again, so we use it only in the past form. When you need to ask a question, you would use a helping verb did. Then use comes in a simple form. When you need to use a negative, you would say I didn't use to ride a bicycle. Okay, which means I didn't do it before, but now I do. Okay, good. And also there are some other interesting things that you need to read. Okay, other interesting variations and so on and so forth. Do you have any questions now? If not, it's fine. Read it more. The next time you might have more questions, but we will now have some practice. Okay, so we have an exercise that where you need to translate all sentences using used to. And how is it in Russian? We for used to we have the word раньше. Okay, we don't translate it into English before, because the whole the structure itself gives you an idea that something happened before many times and now doesn't happen. So we don't really need the word before, we don't use it. But in Russian, there is no other way but to use the word раньше, okay, to express this idea. Okay, why? Because there was a change. Раньше так, теперь по-другому. Okay, so but when you translate, don't use the word before. Okay, use the structure used to, and that's it. Okay, so you have 20 sentences to translate. I'm giving you 10 minutes. Okay, let me make it a little bit smaller. Maybe 9. I'm giving you 10 minutes to translate 20 sentences. Then we'll check together.